living in the tyranny of fear. Remember thee, that thou liveth in this great America of free thinkers and free-willing patriot beings, F.W. by P.B., upon whom our great country became what it became. What happened to that promise of seeking a perfect union, SPU, of America as a big tent, ABT, of America as land of the free, ALF, of America as the heaven of democracy, AHD? Let not fear and intimidation steal the gloriousness of America from thee. What happened to that promise of self-determination, PSD, the promise of self-reliance, PSR, the promise of independence and free will, PIF, the promise of constitutional protected rights, PCPR, the promise of the rule of law, PRL, or the promise of civility codes, PCC? These treasures of American values mustn't surrender to fear. You are that American that civilized conducts of a good citizenry. You're that good neighboringness, that good Samaritan. You are that being of our brothers and sisters keepers, helping those in need, respecting the flag, honoring our troops, thanking those in uniform, believing in the one America, or being a true patriot of America's pride. Surrender not these American ways to fear and intimidation. There was once a time when a great nation embraced diversity, accepted migrants from different stripes, embraced free speech, welcomed disagreements, expected criticism, praised opposition, rewarded opposite viewpoints, appreciated feedback, or divined in truth, facts, and objectivity. But gone are such days, a cynic to cry. But I saith to these cynics, let not fear sink thy hopes and positive outlook of America. Our best days are never gone, but passed on. You're the best days that America ought to be. There was a time in a great nation when racism, sexism, and bigotry was seen as taboo, as uncivilized appeal, as the original sin, a natural sin, and as the human sin, that those who are racism, sexism, or bigot were stigmatized, shamed, ostracized, and asked for good behavior, rehabilitation, repentance for being of rejection from the civilized humane society, SHS. Let not the institution of fear regime, IFR, harden cruelty and inhumanity against fellow Americans. Some say those days are good, that the old is new again, that discriminatory behavior in the name of power is rewarded, that submission is expected, that obedience is the new normal, that capitulation and surrendering is a way, that intimidation is a strategy, that misuse of power should be unquestionable but applauded or expected, that free speech is now punished, that freedom of assembly is now criminalized, that citizens peacefully expressing their First Amendment rights is demonized and can be demeaned, dehumanized, or called terrorist if need be, or if it serves power. Thou shalt not let go of those cherished American constitutional values, CACV. What became of a great nation that has the promise of humanity, but are becoming the constituents of fear? Their people can't speak. Their voices are silent. They are jailed for speaking up, killed for resisting, silent for questioning, canceled for objecting, threatened and intimidated for standing up for the truth, primaried for no following authority, punished for not voting the right way, or are found hiding for being called upon to explain themselves or defend their position. What became of that great country that led the world and was trusted with the power, purse, and resources of the universe? To wars it went, and her treasures and treasury was emptied and wasted not on the people, to better their lives or build necessary critical infrastructure, BNCI, or advance the quality of life, AQL, or improve standard of living, ISL, or protect citizens from crime, PCC, or better the economy for all, BEA, or encourage America's leadership in the world, EALW, or foster the American dream, FAD, or create incentives for self-improvement, KSE, or motivate a positive humanity, MPU, or promote industry and productivity, PIP, or guaranteed freedom of expression, GFX, or provide needed capital for startups, PNCS, or incentivize a safe and conducive environment, SE, that promotes and rewards education, hard work, good behavior, civilized conduct, without the trappings of corruption, nepotism, hatefulness, and cronyism. Let not thy treasures and treasury be exhausted for never-ending wars, regime change, and the building of other nations, but ours. This is philosophical, not empirical. The wisdom of Zaarrianism. Philosopher Prince Israel Zaar, January 11, 2026. Thank AI for breaking this complex philosophical text by philosopher Prince Israel Zaar through a story for better understanding and for taking the Zaarrianism philosophy to the universe. The background video is Trianglerism, Immersive, Inventive Art. Hope you enjoy listening. Leave a comment and subscribe.